Hello, Ducks fans. Welcome to another episode of the Quack Report and another season of the Quack Report.
We're back, bitches.
Season 4.
Quack Report's back. All right. Sue me, Backstreet Boys. Actually, please don't. I have no money.
Yeah, no. we don't want to tempt them there.
Oh, yeah, that would be a great way to start off season 4. Get
With a lawsuit?
sued by the Backstreet Boys. Are they still playing? Are they still touring?
I think so. Yeah, I feel like I know someone that recently was going to see them. It's like somewhere in Alberta. I can't remember who it was though.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll
Yeah,
probably.
I didn't know if they were still around or not. So I know like Insync's not around or that kind of thing. But
Yeah. I'm like pretty sure, unless I'm thinking of someone that's not the Backstreet Boys.
this is how we're starting off season 4, people. We're making sure that the Backstreet Boys are still going.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're playing in Barcelona, Spain on October 6th. So
Oh, perfect.
if we
There
have
you go.
Any listeners in Europe, looks like they got a whole European tour date going on.
Awesome.
Yeah. Like
So
6
what's
stops no, oh my God. They love Germany. They got 8 stops, 9, 10 stops in Germany.
Damn. Okay, how many did they have in Canada? Just curious.
Oh, that's a good question.
While you're searching that up, Allie is in the chat. Quack, quack. Hello, Allie. Quack, quack to you too. Welcome to season 4. You're just in time for us searching up Backstreet Boys stuff because this is, how the show goes.
Yeah. I'm not sure how many dates in total they've played, but there's 5 dates. Oh, wait.
There's at least
5
more than like Toronto and Montreal.
Well, there's 5 dates in the States, but I don't know. I can't actually see like where they have played. I can only see where they're going to play.
Okay, sounds good. Because that's a big thing for me with being in Western Canada. We don't get any big acts anymore.
No, unless you're in Vancouver. Yeah.
Like that's it. So like even like a band that I absolutely love, I Prevail, like their first show was in like where we're living now in Lethbridge. It was at Average Joe's, like which is a bar basically. And like it was awesome. And then I saw them in Calgary, and then they went and won a Grammy, and now they're going to Toronto and Montreal, and that's it. I understand the pandemic did a lot of people in, but I mean like like for that kind of thing. But there was also like even before that, right? It was bands just like, oh yeah, we're gonna hit Toronto and Montreal and call it a North American tour. That's not just fucking North America, man.
Yeah.
That's Ontario and like and Quebec. That's 2 provinces out of like what 9. I haven't done grade 12 social studies in a while. What we had provinces and 3 territories?
I think there's 10.
10 provinces. Yeah. And 3 territories. Right?
Until Quebec separates, then there'll be
oh my God.
Yeah.
But like there's more than just that little area. Okay. I know it's a heavy concentration of our population, but please, we want some entertainment here.
Well, Nate, I am very excited to tell you that the Backstreet Boys played 2 dates in Toronto, July 1st and July 2nd. Right. And then they continued on going through the States. But then August 24th, they played Vancouver. I guess we don't need the dates, but they played Vancouver, and then Edmonton, Saskatoon, Winnipeg, Ottawa, Quebec, and Montreal. So they hit like all the main provinces.
Okay, that is a North American tour. I'm not asking for like multiple dates in Alberta or something like that, right? Just as long as you hit one spot, right? Like even if you're in Saskatchewan, Saskatoon is 3-4 hours from Regina, but people still make the journey, right?
Yeah, dude, even if you're in southern Saskatchewan, you can see Saskatoon because it's all flat. Yeah, no, this is their world tour.
Make the journey. Yeah, exactly. So like I remember even going to see Guns N' Roses. They went and played in Edmonton, right? And sure as shit, we drove all the way up there. It's a 6-hour drive from Medicine Hat. We drove all the way up there and drove back that night. Like I got home at 5 a.m.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
But like people will do it. Just go. Yeah. To those places, please.
Now I'm so curious who saw the Backstreet Boys that I know on August 26th in Edmonton. I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
Did our friend of the show, Kaylee, if you're listening, shout out. Did Kaylee go? Did she say anything? Do you remember?
Not that I remember.
She seems to be like the type of person that would go to the Backstreet Boys. So
yeah, and I mean all the power to her. She lives up in Edmonton now, so
yeah, no, and that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, if the Backstreet Boys were going to be going through town, she seems like the type of person that would be like, yeah, sign me up, let's go.
Yeah, exactly. And I bet you it's like the balcony seats are still like $400 or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
something ridiculous, probably.
Dude, I was seeing people post the okay, Harry Styles is in the news a lot lately. The only thing I really know of him, like besides being in One Direction, is like just seeing clips on TikTok basically of like the random shit that happens at his shows.
Mm-hmm.
But people were posting like what the tickets were for, I think the one I saw was like in Boston. And it was like second or third bowl was like $2,000 a ticket. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's
Who's
insane.
affording that?
Yeah, right.
Jesus.
Man, that's crazy.
It's ridiculous now.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Well, this is if you're new, if you're like, you know what, new season of hockey, I'm gonna find a Ducks podcast that just sounds awesome. This is what you can expect from us. Is the first 7 minutes just being whatever we feel like. But I promise we do talk about Ducks hockey and hockey in general, and we have lots of fun on the show. But be prepared for quite a few tangents here. And just talking about things. So
there you go.
Boys.
We're not even 10 minutes in, and you've already had the Nate rant go out. Like,
yeah, it's perfect. We've hit
there
everything.
probably will be another one. Don't worry about it.
We've hit music. We've hit a Nate rant. We've said the word duck. That's for sure.
Yeah. Like duck, or are you just censoring fuck right now?
No. Well, I mean both. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, and also apologies to the live listeners here that we were a couple minutes late. Some technical difficulties that we didn't get sorted out.
What else do you expect from us?
Yeah.
What else do you expect? Right.
Just absolute chaos. Like if anyone is if anyone could watch how this podcast comes together, it's like absolute madness for like 20 minutes. Well, for me, at least like 20 minutes before, and then like an hour after we record, it's just like chaos.
Dude, and today was about 3 hours of madness because I didn't realize all the stuff that had happened like leading up into this season, and I was like, oh crap! Like not story wise, but like just different stuff. Like if you're watching our video, administratively, like if you're watching our video, you'll notice just below me there we have another sponsor on with us is Raycon, so that's cool. But I had to like on top of our DraftKings stuff, I had to do like a commercial for Raycon as well and like create the graphic for that and everything like that. Yeah. It was just an absolute nightmare, basically, just for like I 100% did it to myself unintentionally is what happened.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like the last 3 hours have been me just panicking, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, like the our overlay needs to be updated with that. So I'm like, crap, do I even have that file or whatnot? Luckily I did have it, but
that's good. Yeah.
Able to just update it really quickly and that. But I was just like, Jesus Christ. So I was just going nuts basically for the last 3 hours. So.
Absolute chaos. But it's here.
Absolute chaos.
It's come together, and you know what? We're prepared for another good season. Or we're going to be prepared for another
semi-prepared.
Yeah. Prepared enough.
We're about as prepared as Dallas Eakins is before every game. So it's like 75%, I'd say.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And that's, if it's good enough for Dallas, it's good enough for us.
And there you go. It's already it's still not even 10 minutes in. We already got our first Dallas Eakins slight.
It's perfect.
Welcome to the Quack Report, everybody.
Allie wants her refund back. Don't worry. We've already sent your refund. It's in your bank account. If you don't see the transaction, it's because it's like a $0 refund. So that's why it's probably not there. But don't worry. It's there. Don't worry. And we got Chris chiming in. Welcome,
up, Chris?
Lindsay also says hi. Hello, Lindsay.
Oh, man.
Well,
how was your month? Because we took like a month off. That's the longest we've had in like the 4 years that we've been doing this now.
Yeah, it's been pretty wild. Just trying to get the last little bit of summer in and enjoy that. Get some camping done. I got a job, a big boy job as well, not just like a
right. Congratulations on that.
So yeah, I'm excited. I started on Tuesday, so it's very chill. I enjoy it quite a lot. But that's also why this podcast came together so chaotically today. So
it's like the actual job is chill, and this is like, holy shit, let's go.
Yeah. So yeah, once I settle into a rhythm, it'll be good. But I'm not going back to school, but because I started a job like just after Labor Day weekend, that was like kind of like going back. Yeah, sorry to just rub salt in the wound there, but
exactly.
It's nice. I forgot what it was like to have a bunch of things to do, but like a set amount of time to do it. And if you don't get it done, there's like minimal consequences, you know? Like if you don't finish your work by like 4:30, it's like, okay, well, I'll just like pick it up the next day and then I'll start with
Yeah.
that. You know, like it's not really a big deal. But like with school, you just go like, well, I guess I'm staying up, pounding 3 Red Bull and hammering this paper out. So it's
pretty
it's
much.
nice. It's very nice. And if that's something for you to look forward to anyways. Eventually.
I got a year and a half left. God, I know I did it to myself going back for a second, like full on degree, but I'm like, I'm so done at this point.
Yeah.
I haven't even
I
had
don't blame you.
my first day is tomorrow. And I'm like, no, I'm done with this already.
Yeah.
Just get me through it.
Yeah.
It's basically like, unless it pertains like directly to my degree, I am full on board with the C's get degrees mentality.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't blame you whatsoever.
Like
So-
just get by basically. So
Yeah. No, do it. I had like the same mentality in my last year, but
yeah.
I was still like, okay, I got to get shit done, but like I'm putting in the bare minimum amount of effort to like.
And you probably
maintain
still
where my
had like
GPA
an
was at.
A or an A.
Oh yeah, no, I did. There was one class I got a B, but it was like the most bullshit class ever, and I was like, you know
B
what?
is for bullshit.
Yeah.
Welcome to Sesame Street, everybody.
But you know, besides dreading the return to school, how has your August and first bit of September been?
It was all right. August was like kind of like heavy with work, and then it dropped off really quickly because the season was wrapping up for where I worked as well.
Yeah.
And like just stuff was wrapping up for me that like, it got to the point that I spent an entire afternoon, like 4 hours, just reorganizing my desk that I was only going to use for a week longer. Like that's the point that it got to. So, and then it was like the second last day was just like, okay, like just wrap up these last couple of things and just like number crunching and whatnot. And okay, there, we're done. So, but definitely grateful. Like it was long days because I'd have to leave my house at like 10 after 8 and I wouldn't get home
Yeah.
till like 6:30, 6:45, and then
Yeah,
try
you
to go to
commute.
and then try to go to the gym after that, after just kind of unwinding for a second, like get home at like 9:30, do something around the house, then eat because I just pushed that off. I eat people, don't worry. Sorry.
You eat people?
Let me rephrase. I said that way too quickly. I don't eat people. I'm not Barney the dinosaur. Jeez. But like, it's healthy. I'm good. I'm good, people. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But
Yes,
before
we can
before I
tell that you
freak
eat well, Nate. It's okay.
before I freak anybody out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like eat later and then like go to bed. Like I didn't have a whole lot of time during the week for anything. So and then like the weekend was like just trying to have everything ready to go. So these couple of days this week have felt good, but it's kind of that same thing that you were talking about of like I got to be doing something right now, basically, right? Like I've been go for what basically since like March or that, like when the strike at our school ended, right? It was just right through, and
Nonstop.
or I guess like March, April, whatever it was.
It was mid to end March, but
yeah, something like that. But it's just been go. It's just like I have a couple of days where like I'm still doing stuff around the house or like a couple things to do before school started, but I was just like the times I was just kind of sitting there like hanging out, like I got to play Xbox for like 3 or 4 hours yesterday, which I haven't been able to do like in that time, like for that long, like quite a while. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm forgetting to do something. Like something's got to be happening that like I shouldn't have this time right now.
like something is wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm missing something important that I'm supposed to be at, or what's going on? Like, so,
Yeah.
but yeah, no. So, kind of getting back into the school groove and whatnot, and that's going to be kind of back and forth for me as well. My Tuesdays and Thursdays are super chaotic of like 3 classes that go from like 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. And but then it's like I have 1 class on Wednesday, 1 class on Fridays. Or sorry, 1 class on Monday, 1 class on Fridays, and no class on Wednesday. But that's gonna be the day of like homework and getting ready for the show and stuff like that. So it's
it's
a
gonna
little
be busy.
nuts. So yeah, it's gonna be busy, but it's gonna be at least kind of broken up in a way. So
yeah, and it's still only like 5 days of busyness. Like your weekends are
yeah, so
kind of for you.
Yeah, exactly. So
that'll be good.
The only
and-
downside to my summer is that I haven't gotten out to golf yet. I think I need to do that this weekend, even if it's just the driving range, because I've never had a summer where I didn't go out at least once.
Yeah, I think what Ali says here is is awesome. A, for you and me, but also for everybody listening. Self-care is important.
Very important. Yes.
So Nate, just replace self-care with golf in here.
Golf is important.
Golf is important.
Oh man. Yeah, gotta get ready for next off season already.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? I guess I can go and play a little bit in the winter, but they do have like one of the indoor golf places now here in town.
Oh, sick.
And
awesome.
it's like last Christmas I got like a $50 gift card for it. I just haven't used it yet. So
yeah.
But because again, just no time. So
yeah, that's fair enough.
Maybe I'll set aside some time to do that. So
yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, that's I guess a catch up on what we've been up to. If you guys have been up to anything super exciting in the chat here, just let us know. We would love to hear. And if you're listening afterwards, just send us a DM at Quack Report Pod, Twitter. You can comment on our YouTube video, Instagram. You can message us as well. Just let us know what you've been up to.
Chris has a correction here, or not a correction, but self-care equals buying jerseys. Dude, if only that didn't hit against my bank account.
Oh yeah.
Like I am setting aside money for the reverse retro jerseys that are all coming out, which we'll talk about those in a little bit.
Oh yes, we will get there.
But I'm like, okay, there's 3 that I want to get. So like I'm like I sold like a couple amps basically that I don't need anymore. Like is just kind of like collecting them basically. Mm-hmm. But it's like, okay, I don't need any like these anymore. So like we'll sell them and just like kind of some other money from side things kind of here and there. It's like, okay, we're gonna put this all together towards these jerseys. So I'm just like trying to make sure that I can buy those as soon as they come out. So because with the reverse retro program, the cheapest they will be is the day they go on sale.
Oh yeah, as always. Yeah.
So like I was taking a look around on eBay and it was like the Arizona Coyotes reverse retro jersey is like $500 now on eBay. And that's like the cheapest one I've seen.
Damn.
So it's nuts. I did see a Washington one that was at $1,000.
Oh yeah.
So
well, you can we can take Ali's comment again here. Self-care is important. Just replace self-care with buying jerseys. Buying jerseys is important.
Yeah. I need different ones for behind me.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, we got something from Chris here. Also, big life news. Moved into a new place with Lindsay and started a new job. Congratulations. Yes. That's awesome.
I guess you didn't know about that. I knew about that.
So, awesome.
But congrats
Very
again,
cool.
buddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ali's saying I still need a Gulls jersey. Yeah, I got to add that in there. So I got 2 AHL jerseys to get now. I get the Calgary Wranglers nearby, which will be going to a game of theirs at some point this year to go see the Gulls play, and as well as a Gulls jersey. So need a couple AHL jerseys.
Yeah,
I jokingly said that to my girlfriend. I was like, after I finish the 32 for the NHL, I got to go into the 32 for the AHL, and she's like, absolutely not. I think if I were to do like another series collection, it would probably be NLL jerseys, lacrosse ones. So I think those would be fun. So there's only 12 teams right now. So it's a little bit easier to obtain.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay. Well, I think now's probably a good time to get into some of the news. That's really all we have for this episode is just some news things, just catching up over the last month. Actually, you know what? Let's actually take a quick break and then we'll get to the news.
A break already?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah, well, we got to fit 2 ads in here now, so we're going a little early.
Oh, I guess I didn't tell you. I have them like back to back.
Oh, do you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck,
so so it's a little bit longer of a break for us at least.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I pre-recorded them this time. I'm not having to do a live ad read.
That's perfect. Okay, I thought like we said, just absolute chaos. We both just slapped our things together, and
it made it just made it easier for me. That's all it was. So.
Fair enough. Okay, I just assumed they were 2 separate ones, but yeah. Okay. We will get into some news first then, and then we'll take a break a little bit later. So, let's play the music. I feel like that's super quiet.
A little quiet.
Okay, we'll crank it up.
Yeah, we'll get back into it here.
Right, fuck it. Let's go 100%. Full send.
That's a little loud.
No,
Quack Report where we're tweaking stuff on air.
Yeah. Sure. 77 seems like a good number.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
pick that. Okay.
77. Yeah.
We'll find out with the next.
The year of
music
Star
pick.
Wars. There you go.
Actually, you know what? No, let's.
Little quieter stuff.
Okay. We don't need to play it a fourth time. Oh, how about 69? There
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, yeah, the first thing we want to talk about here that we have not got to talk about yet is the NHL 23 Cover Athletes. We were very excited to see that Trevor Zegras made the cut along with Sarah Nurse, of course. So
that's who I was most excited for. So, like, no disrespect to Trevor Zegras, but give me Sarah Nurse all day long.
Yeah. But obviously we're going to focus just a touch more on Zegras just because we're the Ducks podcast, but that doesn't mean that we think Zegras is more important. We think they're a little on par, we'll say.
Equally,
but,
yeah. You could argue with the overalls, Sarah Nurse is a little bit more important.
Yeah, I mean, Nurse has accomplished more throughout her career as of right now, this current moment. So
currently,
but we're still going to talk about Zegras more. But I mean, it was great to see both of them on the cover. I thought it was cool to have two different people on the cover because I don't think that's ever happened. It's always only been one, right?
I think it was supposed to happen. I think it was for NHL 13 or 16 was supposed to be Jonathan Toews and Evander Kane. I think it's supposed to be NHL 16. But that was around the time that the Kane legal stuff came out, so they took him off, and that's why Jonathan Toews is on there twice.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there was not for the EA NHL franchise. I don't think offhand that I can.
Might have been some 2K ones. Is that what you're thinking?
Maybe. Yeah, I remember something about that. But
yeah, I think probably the more important one than first time having two people on the cover is what Ali says. Her first ever woman on the cover. It's pretty cool. Yeah, but my keyboard's not working, so poor man's round of applause here. But yeah, but yeah, no, that was awesome. And I mean, I think of all people to pick, Sarah Nurse is probably one of the most deserving. I would put her probably in the top 5, and Haley Wickenheiser would probably be the other one.
And she's retired.
And
you'd also have to have another Leaf on there, basically, because we had Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
But Matthews doesn't go. Yeah, Matthews, Ovechkin, Matthews, and then if you had Haley Wickenheiser, because she's in the front office now for the Maple Leafs.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Haley Wickenheiser, Hillary Knight, you can easily go with as well from the States.
Yeah.
Marie-Philippe Poulin, Captain Canada, which I still want her jersey, but I want the Heritage jersey that they have right now.
Yeah.
So, but I just have to find that on sale and have money again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Poulin, Sarah Nurse.
So she's up there anyways. Like I can't think of anyone who would be more deserving than Nurse besides the 3 we already said. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So no, super cool. The choice of jerseys for both of them I think was awesome.
Pristine.
Yeah.
Pristine.
I thought it went really well. I wasn't a big fan of the like palm tree background. Like I get why they did it, but it's like I get it, but it just doesn't scream hockey, and I think that's the big argument that a lot of people make. But
you're saying this on a SoCal podcast, dude.
No, I know, but like when
you're gonna get ripped to shreds.
No, I know that there's hockey down in California, but like it's just not the first thing that comes to mind. It would make sense though if when the game comes out, there's like a like some sort of SoCal like beach hockey mode or something like. I don't know.
Dude, you're giving EA way too much credit there if you think they're gonna do anything like that. Besides just recycle the game and like, oh hey, here's a brand new feature that like like the big thing. I guess we're getting into it. I guess.
Yeah.
Was like the last I forget what it's called, but it's like last resort or something like that. Like where as you're getting pushed, you can like pass it off or attempt to shoot and whatnot. And like I was seeing things that people were like, I've played like 20 games of the beta test and I haven't seen a single instance of this. And like that's like one of the main things that they're marketing. And I'm like, oh god.
Yeah.
Like this might be actually the first NHL game that I wait a little bit before I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I've bought I've kept the lights on at EA Vancouver there for this franchise
for a long
buying
time.
since NHL 2004.
Yeah.
And this might be the first one that I wait on. So, yeah.
Yeah. So you're right. I probably am giving them too much credit, but that's just like how I've rationalized that in my mind. But like, it's still a cool picture. Don't get me wrong. It's just like, it's like when you think too much about it, it's just like, it just doesn't make a ton of sense. But I mean, I guess Trevor Zegras plays down in California, so that's probably why they did it.
Personally, I enjoy the cover. I mean, I know it's a cover and you're only going to look at it as an icon on your Xbox or PlayStation, or you're going to like, if you still buy the physical copies, right, you're going to have that there. Like, it doesn't do anything to the gameplay or anything like that. But but I don't know. I enjoy the picture just in general. So it's kind of cool with like you still have like the ice cubes and everything like that, and the palm trees behind it. It's just something a little bit different than what we're used to seeing. So
yeah, no, it is, which I think is cool. Like, I'm down for doing something different. Like, I don't think it's awful like some people do with like, oh my god, get this garbage out of here. Like, what is this?
If you want something different, there is still promotional material where they went to the Anaheim rinks, I think it was, that they went to there, where they are inside, and the jerseys are flipped. Sarah Nurse is wearing like the red Canada jerseys, and Zegras is wearing the black Ducks jersey.
Right,
so
yeah.
there is still like those traditional hockey ones, I guess. But
yeah.
I like that one for the cover. It's just something different. So
yeah, no,
and of course it's got the beautiful orange Mighty Duck on the front as well.
It's awesome.
Along with the black alternate for Team Canada, which, like, just looking at it closer, like I like that jersey actually. Do I want the logo to change on front because of recent events? Absolutely, but but the rest of the jersey design, I really enjoy it. So like that whole picture is like I really enjoy that. Like, I want that like printed off, like done up on a canvas and hanging up on my wall over here. So just so I can look at Trevor Zegras and Sarah Nurse's face every time I'm doing a show. And just be like, I'm doing this for you.
Just give them both a little kiss.
You
on
don't
the
know
forehead before you do the show. Yeah.
You have no idea who I am, but I'm doing this for you.
Yeah, no, it's I think it's great. That really, that like they're doing something different. So it's awesome.
Ali saying also the reason is for Zegras to pose in the Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Ali, I hate to break it to you, but Zegras isn't the only one that can rock those. Just saying. Just a little a sprinkle, a tease for what's to come here from TQR.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say here about the cover for NHL 23?
If anybody's wondering why Sarah Nurse is on the cover, one, don't even fucking ask that. Go fuck yourself for that.
Stupid question.
But second of all, let's just throw in some stats here, because the most recent thing that she would have done for Team Canada Nationals would have been playing in the 2022 Olympics for Team Canada, where she contributed to Canada winning gold at the Olympics. That's pretty fucking cool.
Right. Yeah.
And she also scored in 7 games. All right. 7 games, 5 goals and 13 assists for 18 points.
That's pretty good, I would say.
And was named to the Olympic All-Star team.
I would hope so. After
like, that's just like the most
recent
thing before like doing any of this. So on top of like, she's won back-to-back world championships now. Canada just winning last week, it was. Or actually just this weekend on Sunday. So that was a tight game, by the way, between Canada and the States. I don't know if you were able to watch it, Carter.
I didn't know. But what was it, 2-1 though?
Yeah, 2-1. Like, the first goal was scored in like halfway through the game. Like, it was a cheek clencher, let's put it that way. It was a little terrifying, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But it was a really good game. And so 2-time world champion, right? She's now got an Olympic medal as well. I'm sure there's plenty more that I'm missing that she's done with Team Canada throughout the development program and whatnot. But like, that's just in the last like just over a year. Like, that's pretty damn good. So.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. So she's definitely got the skill and everything like that to back up being a cover athlete. On top of the fact that, she plays for the national team, right? And it's awesome that we finally have a woman on the cover. Like, I understand it's, like the branding is NHL, right? Like EA, NHL. But obviously you have the different leagues in there, the AHL, ECHL. Last year they started to push with having all the women in there as well, which is really awesome to see, right? And hopefully, depending on what the whole situation is with the women's leagues, there's kind of some competing stuff going on right now with the PHF and PWHPA is kind of starting to develop their own league as well. So, but hopefully, you know, those can eventually get brought into the game and whatnot, right? Like this is a thing. If you don't like it, too fucking bad. Like it's good. It grows the sport. It's a good thing. So yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure.
There's your other rant already.
Yeah.
Women play hockey, deal with it.
Yeah.
And they're probably a hell of a lot better than you two.
We talked a little bit about World Championships and international hockey already with Sarah Nurse, but we also haven't got a chance to talk about the men's World Junior Championship yet that concluded in August there with Mason McTavish and Olin Zellweger winning gold with Canada.
Yeah.
So that was awesome to see. I honestly, I didn't watch much of the tournament. I kind of followed it, but it just wasn't in my mind that there was hockey going on in August. Like it's just, it's so weird to me. So I would like get a notification like, oh, the score is this in the third period of the game. I was like, well, Canada's winning this. So I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
So I just like didn't bother. But for the gold medal game, I was like, no, I'm sitting down. I'm watching this. So I watched the gold medal game and oh boy, was it exciting.
Yeah, it was. It was good. Well, like I said, I was working till like 6 o'clock. Game started at 4, like local time for me. So I was throwing it on at work, just kind of in the corner, just quiet as I was like kind of finishing up the last couple hours of my day. Yeah. But was able to do a watch along actually for THPN for the I think it was game 3 of the round robin, Canada versus Czechia, which if anybody here was watching that with me, thank you very much, because that was actually the highest viewed watch along of the tournament, which was awesome.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
So congrats.
So yeah, thank you very much for hanging out with me. So I'm going to try to do more watch alongs with Carter or just on my own this season. So definitely keep your eyes out for that. But so I was trying to watch as much of the Canada games at least as I could and whatnot. But the one thing I can take out of this, actually, the one thing I can take out of this is I am so fucking excited for Mason McTavish. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
This guy scored 8 goals, 9 assists for 17 points in 7 games in this tournament.
Easy.
And I think he was tied for second or third for like points all time within one tournament.
Yeah, I think he was tied for like third technically, because I think there was 2 people that had slightly more, that had 18 points.
Yeah.
Tavares and some guy that played like a long time ago. Whose name
was it? Lindros?
No,
it was Lindros.
No, it wasn't.
I swear that Lindros was on that list though.
I think. Actually, now that you mention it, I think McTavish was tied with Lindros.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But on top of scoring points, scoring goals, the guy also saves goals. All right, everyone talks about, McJesus up in Edmonton. No. We got McJesus coming in Anaheim here.
Yeah.
In Mason McTavish. Like that save. Like you know what I'm talking about, right? That save
absolutely.
In overtime.
Yeah. Oh
for Canada?
My god.
Holy shit.
That's nuts.
That's slap chop level nuts. What happened there? Like pure desperation, and bats it on the goal line and gets it out to go the other way and score.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And then like they were like, after Canada scored, like they were going to review if that had gone over, and I'm like, please don't give me this roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah, right.
Like my heart can't take it. And like, luckily it was fine, but like, you just see how close it was, and you're like, oh my God. Yeah. McTavish just literally saved the gold medal for Canada, and gets the MVP of the tournament as well. The Ducks having both having back-to-back MVPs for the Ducks, because the last one would have been Trevor Zegras in 2019 there. So
yeah. Yeah,
excuse
that's
me.
right. So yeah, I think as well, like something we can take out of that whole sequence in overtime is that's like big time captain material.
Oh, 100%.
Like A, for just
100%.
coming in so clutch with that, but
Yeah.
B, because he fucked up and he gave up the 3-on-1 to the Finns. Like it was his bad play, or like bad pinch or whatever it was. I don't even remember,
that, like
because it doesn't fucking
he
matter
made
anymore,
up
but
for it. Yeah, exactly.
yeah. But yeah, and yeah, he made up for it. And then he fell behind the net or was tripped. I don't even know. But again, doesn't fucking matter. And then he pulled the puck midair off the fucking line and then sent it the other way for a goal. And it's just it's absolute madness. Like this kid is gonna get the C. Yes.
At some point, yeah. Allie's
Duck
got
energy.
Big Duck energy. Yep.
Whereas,
Big Duck, Big Dick, whatever you want to call it.
Thank you. I totally forgot that that was a thing.
Right here, right here. Carter, McTavish pulling it off the goal line is what?
A big energy move.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, it is. Dude, you're right. That's absolutely insane. Like,
yeah. Now, yes, I am super excited for Mason McTavish. I would be very surprised if he's not on the roster after the 9 games this year. I'd be extremely surprised.
Yeah.
But Olen Zellweger also played awesome on the back end for Canada and still put up points as well. So McTavish led, just by the way, the tournament in goals, assists, and obviously with having both of those points. But he was tied for assists actually with Zellweger for 9 assists. Right? Like Zellweger had 11 points in these 7 games as well, which is insane for a defenseman even, right?
He was the highest scoring defenseman, I believe, in the tournament, right?
Yeah, as well for the WHL last season, right? With the silver tips there. So like this guy's gonna be so much fun on the back end for a power play in like a couple seasons here with the Ducks, right? Like that's the nice thing about the Ducks now is you can actually kind of see a plan here a little bit and what's actually coming, right? Like think back to like when we started this show, I was like, okay, yeah, we got like, Zegras is kind of waiting in the wings, and that was kind of what we knew of, right? Like nothing else really like stood out crazily in my opinion of prospects and like what the future could bring. But now it's like, okay, you can see, Zegras is getting better. Drysdale is going to get better. You got Zellweger coming up as well, right? You got McTavish coming in here. Depending on how this season goes, we might have Connor Bedard, right? Like,
maybe.
You never know. So, but
I mean, I really hope not. Like Bedard would be nice, but like I really hope that we don't have to go through that rough of a season again.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't really know actually, like what teams. And we'll get into this in a future episode before the season starts, right? But like, we're trying to think of like what teams are really going to do horribly, right? Like historically horribly, like we saw last season, right? Like Arizona, maybe,
probably.
Philly is the only team I can think of otherwise. But like, besides that, I feel like everybody else can be competitive in some form.
Yeah. The hockey guy on YouTube, I don't watch a ton of his stuff, but I did come across
fantastic content, by the way.
Yeah, love watching that dude. He's really good. But he did a video, it was a couple months ago, I think, at this point. So it was like kind of mid-off season. So the teams weren't totally set, but it was just kind of his like idea of like who's a contender, who's playoffs, who's competitive, and who's on Bedard watch. And he just like put his magnets on the board.
Yeah.
It was pretty rough, but he had 4 teams, and it was Arizona, Montreal, Chicago, and Philly.
Okay, yeah, Montreal and Chicago makes sense too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago is purposely trying to tank.
Oh, yeah.
They sold off everything. Alex DeBrincat, see you later. Kirby Duck, nah, see you later. We're in a rebuild, but like you're early 20? Nah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And just to follow up on that, he had the Ducks as a competitive team, like kind of right on the edge of like not quite playoffs, but almost like that.
And I think that makes sense.
So I think so. I think that's reasonable, but we'll see. We'll do our deep dive later. We won't get too much into that now.
Yeah.
But, I just wanted to say one quick thing about Zellweger, and then we can maybe take a quick break before we move on. Good. I am. I don't want to. I just can't think of a better name right now, so don't take this as a direct comparable. But there's a lot of similarities in the way Zellweger plays with Cale Makar.
Oh, yes.
Like,
I've
just
heard
in, like,
that too. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think Zellweger is going to be as good as Cale Makar. I mean, please prove me wrong. That would be awesome. But I like just the calmness he has, like with the puck, and like his ability to just like walk the line, and it's like, oh my God, there's no plays so here, but then somehow he makes a pass and it leads to like a scoring chance or a goal. Like,
Yeah.
it's just insane. Like his vision and how he can turn seemingly nothing into something. Like he's just so calm.
And that's
So
on the
I'm
offensive
really
end too, right?
happy about that.
Like
Yeah.
yes, he's a defenseman, but like you think of offensive defenseman, and yeah, it's still a leaning a little bit, like if you were to have like those like the half dials kind of thing, right? It's still leaning a bit more to the offensive side,
Yeah.
but don't let that take away from his defensive aspects, right? Like the guy
Mhm.
plays solid defense, and that's only
Yeah.
going to improve as well with development.
Oh,
So
for sure.
like
Yeah.
like the Cale Makar comparisons, I can see them at least,
Mhm.
right? Like, are they going to be exact or that kind of thing? Probably not, right? Because every player does kind of become their own thing as well.
Yeah.
But just that idea of somebody like that really makes me excited, right? Because I think of when I think of Cale Makar now, I think of two different things from like two different highlights from this season. One was overtime against Chicago, I believe it was. And
His spinorama off the boards. That one.
yeah, spinorama off the
Yeah.
boards to put it short side shoulder over Marc-Andre Fleury.
Mhm.
And the other one I think of is I forget which game it was during the playoffs though. And everybody knows Connor McDavid's speed, right? And you see him constantly in the highlight reels below and past people like they're just standing there. Whereas you had Cale Makar, who skating backwards, which is, crazy enough on its own, let alone skating backwards and keeping up with Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
And like just kind of disposing of him as if he's just an average NHL like third or fourth liner.
Yeah. Like
that's terrifying, Mike.
Yeah,
Like
that was-
Jesus.
that was the whole series, honestly.
Yeah.
It was that. And his positioning is just great. And again,
Yeah.
it comes from his calmness as well. Like he's like, oh, Connor McDavid, okay, it takes a couple like extra steps, a little quicker, and then boom, in position, just makes the play. And it looks so
Yeah.
easy.
So if we have Zellweger turn out to be like 85, 90% of what Cale Makar is, sign me up.
dude, hell, even 70% is still like a number one defenseman on
Yeah.
our team, and probably would be a number one defenseman on most other teams in the NHL
Mhm.
at even 70% of Makar, because he's just insane. So long story short, we're very excited for these
Very
two to
excited.
join the roster here. So
Yeah.
Well, before we get to the last couple pieces of news and whatever else we got going on, because I don't feel like scrolling here, let's take a quick break. Oh, actually, before we do that, I forgot to plug this in the beginning, so I'm going to do it now. We want to hear some feedback going into season 4 from you guys. We want to just continue to improve the Quack Report. We've changed things here and there as we go along. We've made some bigger changes as we go from season to season as well. So yeah, this season we want to just continue that trend. So we've created a Google form with just some questions. It might take 15 minutes if you get really wild and with some of your comments, but it shouldn't take that long. But we'll toss it in the link of the description. I don't think it's in the YouTube link yet, but I'll put it up there later. And if you're listening to this afterwards, it'll be down there. So we'll leave it open for the month. But if you guys could fill it out, give us some feedback on what you want to hear from the Quack Report, what you like, what you don't like, that would be fantastic, just so that we can give you guys the best listening experience we possibly can. Yeah, so link will be down in the description. And yeah, just hope to hear from you. And it'll be anonymous, so you can just trash us and like whatever. We'll go. Okay, I guess. Yeah. So say what you want, but yeah, we'll take a quick break here for a couple minutes. You guys will hear from DraftKings as usual, and our new sponsor Raycon, who we're very excited to be partnered with here.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, we'll finish up some news and some of our usual nonsense here.
Football fans, the first Sunday of the NFL season is here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is giving new customers a can't-miss offer to celebrate the return of the NFL season. Right now, new customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in free bets instantly. And, as an added bonus for Week 1, Everyone can experience the thrill of DraftKings early win promotion. It's simple. Bet on an NFL team to win. If your team leads by 10 at any point during the game, you get paid instantly. Even if your team loses, it's that simple. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use the promo code THPN to get $200 in free bets instantly when you place a $5 bet this Sunday. Again, that's code THPN, as in the Hockey Podcast Network, only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Jimmy Eat World's Sweetness to get me back into the Ducks season spirit, and it's been great. One of those reasons it's been so great to listen to, it's because of my Raycon wireless earbuds. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. With optimized gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit, these earbuds are so comfortable and they will not budge. Raycon gives you 8 hours of playtime and a 32-hour battery life. Raycons are priced just right, so you get the quality audio at half the price of other premium audio brands. It's no wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 50,000 5-star reviews. I personally love my Raycon headphones for at the gym. With their noise isolation feature and bass boost sound profile, which is one of 3 available, along with its IPX6 water and splash resistance, they are my go-to earbuds when I'm breaking a sweat. So, if you want a pair of one of these awesome earbuds, go to buyraycon.com/THPN today to get 15% off your order at Raycon. Again, that's buyraycon.com/THPN to score 15% off. buyraycon.com/THPN.
All right. Well, the Ducks have a new home here, I think. I don't know. You know what? You take this one. I honestly don't know what this says. I didn't read it beforehand.
No, so it's okay. I was kind of confused. I was like, "They have a new home. What the fuck are you talking about?" Oh, so the Ducks will be playing on U.S. national television 14 times during the 22-23 season.
Okay. They'll have a new home 14 times this season.
There you go. Games will be split up between, I wasn't able to find the exact for each place, but ABC Sports, or just ABC, sorry, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN Plus, and Hulu streaming as well. Every other game you'll still be able to catch on Bally Sports for this season. So, yeah, just cool. Basically, we're going to see a good amount of Ducks on national TV in the States, which is awesome. And if you're like me, though, otherwise you're just doing the maybe not so legal ways of watching games. Because we don't get Bally here. We don't get ABC. We don't get ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN Plus, Hulu. I really want I want ESPN Plus because there's the new PLL documentary on there.
Oh, yeah. So,
but they just got to take it up to TSN, I guess, which is the Canadian version of ESPN. So, like, they are partnered up and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But give me some of that. Give me some of that documentary, please. Oh God, I hit the microphone.
Nice.
We're right back into it.
Yeah. Now I got more shit to edit out of here.
I'm sorry.
I'm not editing it out. I don't care.
Nah. It wasn't that loud anyway. I hope not.
Nah, it's fine. My ears are still working, so
good. I'm glad.
What? Oh, so lame.
That's just us, though.
Yeah. Okay. Reverse retro. That's the thing we hinted at the beginning of the episode, or closer to the beginning of the episode, and I know Nate has been very excited to talk about here. So, reverse retro leaks, not confirmation, just leaks. But I don't. Again, this is all Nate. This is all his info.
Yeah. So a couple weeks ago, on the Fanatics website, there was some leaks of I think it was 28 of 32 reverse retro branded T-shirts, which did give us a lot of insight into what we could see from teams, and a lot of the stuff I was hearing, some of it got confirmed and whatnot, which is awesome. But one of the things I'd been trying to dig up was anything on the Ducks. I couldn't find a single thing. Doesn't matter if it's their player personnel or whatnot. That front office is tight-lipped, unfortunately. But with these leaks, we did get at least the logo, assuming of what we're getting here, which is the original Mighty Duck logo, which made a bunch of people really excited.
I mean, what else would you do for a retro, right?
Yeah, exactly. The base color of the shirt also gave a lot of things away as well, just for different teams throughout. With the Anaheim Ducks one being white, so we're doing another white reverse retro, which I'm kind of meh on, but that's just me. I like the colorful jerseys, so I'm not as big a proponent of the white. So
yeah,
but I get it. Now I was seeing some stuff go around of like they're gonna do maybe like a white version of the alternate jersey, right? That I have here beside me, but that doesn't scream retro to me, right?
Yeah,
Because we're
quite.
Currently using it. So like even Vegas was, using the Las Vegas Thunder jerseys from years before, and that one's also actually a jersey that got fully leaked, which I got told by a source that they are trying to figure out who leaked that. And man, I fear for that person's job.
Oh, absolutely.
Because like it was a full on leak, like the entire uniform is out there, not just the jersey.
That's tough.
And yeah. So the alternate in a white, while I want it, right, to be like a home and away set, that doesn't scream retro to me. So it's kind of thinking, I'm like, okay, what other jerseys had the Mighty Duck? And so we obviously had, if you're not watching, I'll still describe everything, but if you're watching, I have visuals up here as well. We have, the original Mighty Duck jersey, right, from 1993 up until was it 2006, 2007. The diagonal striping and everything like that. I did come up with a couple ideas of what we could be in for. So there's the 93 one, which I think could look a little something like this. So kind of swapping, some of the color palette for the kind of the bronze and the orange.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing.
That is still like kind of, and just in a way, version of the current alternate. Like,
yeah,
in the
a
fact
little
that
bit.
It uses the same logo and just a different color scheme, but the only difference really is the striping.
Yeah, it's still close. So yeah, basically I swapped the silver out for the copper, the gold, whatever you want to call it. The eggplant, like the purple for black, and the teal for orange.
Yeah.
And then the other idea I had, which this is one that I kind of thought about before, was the 97 alternates, where the Ducks had a home and away alternate that they used for a few seasons. I think the one was only used for one season, like the dark version of it. That was the kind of teal jade, that color. But the white one was used for quite a bit longer because the white jerseys were the primary home color at the time.
Yeah.
But I think we like the other idea is that we get something of this, which again, I kind of flipped around. That was a bit more orange and like it kind of goes lower on the chest and that sort of thing. So if I had to pick one personally, I want the 93. I want the OG and the modern colors, which, if you took that and then you made an orange version of it, you would make a shit ton of people in the Anaheim Ducks fan base very happy, I think. Yep. The only thing I think that would make them more happy is if you went back to the complete original jerseys entirely, right? With the eggplant and jade. But so these are a couple ideas that I threw up. If you're just listening to this, I'm trying to describe it as best as I can, but I will throw these concepts up on my Twitter on Thursday as well. So because I want to get these out there. But
for sure.
Yeah, so these
you can hit the nail on the head before they come out.
Yeah, exactly. So which fun story about that one, actually. So obviously being a Flames fan and being close to Calgary and that kind of thing, I've been fortunate enough to meet some people and whatnots. And but I had this concept idea like well before the second round of the reverse retro even, like, I started to hear things about it basically. there's hockey insiders for players and everything like that, like Elliot Friedman and guys like that. I just like to think of myself as an insider for like jersey stuff, which is fantastic. So because it allows me to save my money a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
But so yeah, hearing some stuff with it was like well before I just kind of came up with this idea. I was like, oh, this would be really cool if they did like the reverse retros again. And sure enough, I'm hearing more that the program's coming back and whatnot. And I think I had first said something about it in November, and then it was like in January, everybody else kind of picked up on it. And just showing off my hipster, I guess, a little bit there. But and then there's kind of like little bits more that I was being told. I kind of got told that, oh hey, this is the jersey that they're going off of. I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody. Like, hey, this is the jersey that's kind of being done. And I was like kind of picking up on details and whatnot. And I'm like, I think I got this actually pretty damn close. So I messaged somebody that I know that works within the Flames. And I was like, hey, so here's the idea that I had. And this is well before I knew anything whatsoever. I'm like, but I've been able to put together a few pieces and it seems similar. How close did I get? Like, just give me a percentage. And I'm not going to ask for anything else. And the person replies back 85 to 90%, I'd say. I was like, oh, yes, I love it. Perfect. I'm glad I've been saving my money for the last year.
Yeah, just going back to these the Ducks reverse retros as well. I know you said you would prefer the 93 one, but I
you want that 97?
Yeah, man. Like if anyone remembers back when we did our ranking of the jerseys.
Yeah, you liked these
season,
ones.
I fucking love those jerseys, man. They're so good. I don't even know what it is. There's just something about them that I just love. And
they're very late 90s design.
Yeah, so maybe that's it, because I just like love late 90s everything. I don't know. Like Tamagotchi signed me up for that. These 90s jerseys, fucking love them. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if they did go for the 93 that looked kind of like this, I would wear the shit out of that thing.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, I'd love that too, but
yeah, so I will be picking one of these up. Don't worry, everybody, I will be showing one of these on the show at some point.
Yeah.
So, but so what I was able to gather as well from a few different sources was to look out for mid-November, maybe like early November would be like kind of the announcement, and kind of like unveiling, and then mid-November will be kind of like pre-orders and when they'll be released. Kind of similar to the original plan for the reverse retros from a couple seasons ago, because remember they were done during like the COVID shortened season, or like the COVID season basically, right, where they only played January to April for the regular season, or May. But the original idea was, okay, they're gonna like drop them in November, and they're gonna play November and December games. And I believe the idea is still that teams will wear them 2 to 4 times. During that shortened season, they got to extend it to 6 games if some teams wanted to wear them for 6. Yeah. But I believe they're sticking with 2 to 4 games, knowing the Ducks and them not liking fun. We're going to see these 2 times. Is my guess.
Probably
please prove me wrong, though. I'd love to see if it's one of these ideas. 4 times, please give it to me. But so probably look at it'll be November and December games, probably 2 to 4 games. I'm thinking for the Ducks 2 games. So so get your wallets ready, people. They're coming.
Yeah,
the mighty Ducks are coming.
That's super exciting. So I'm glad that the reverse retro program is coming back, because I liked those jerseys and I didn't get a chance to actually buy any of them, but I'm saving
you're
my
excited
money
for the
now,
Oilers one too, from what I've been able to tell you, and I have put out some stuff about that as well. So that is just like, okay, these are some pieces that I've kind of picked up. Here's what we could be looking at. So
so hopefully I can get both an Oilers and Ducks reverse retro, because
I'm excited for the Oilers one awesome, too. So I don't have an Oilers jersey yet in the collection, and I've been asked why do you want an Oilers jersey? You're a Flames fan or you're a Ducks fan? Yeah, and I'm like,
it's for the click.
It's the 32 collection. You can't go 31 of 32 and call it complete. So but if it's the Oil Cog, the McFarland jersey in like as a Navy base, which is what it sounds like it is,
Mhm.
sign me up. I already got somebody who will get me in for a discount. So I'm like, yes, let's
Oh,
go.
yeah. That's the benefit of knowing people in the hockey industry. Is
Yeah.
like you don't have to pay full price for a jersey if you don't
No,
want
it's
to.
fantastic. So
Yeah. So yeah, no. Hopefully we get to talk about the reverse retros a little bit sooner, or a
yeah,
little bit further into the season. I mean, so
yeah,
because
probably yeah,
that was
about 2
fun.
months away, I guess. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
coming
fun.
up here.
I guess was that about a year ago that so it was 2021, right? That they
Yeah,
were released.
yeah.
Yeah. So almost
So
a year
and they
ago
were
now.
unveiled in like November of 2020 there. So
Oh, was it?
yeah,
Oh shit. Okay,
because
so yeah,
they
almost 2
still
years
went
ago.
along with
Yeah.
like the release plan, but they were out before
Oh,
the
that's
season
right.
started. Whereas this time it's going to be the original plan of releasing them mid-season.
Right. The whole hockey timeline from
it's
2020
all
to
messed up. It's all
2022
messed
is
up.
it fucks with me. Like
Yeah.
I always think there's one less season than they actually managed to squeeze in there. But
Yeah. The
never
other
mind.
thing I got told too, as well, is that we're going to see a lot more. And again, this was the original idea: reverse retro versus reverse retro.
Yeah, because that was a lot of fun
matchups.
when they did that
Yeah.
last time. It was kind of weird when only one team was doing
Yeah.
it.
So we are going to see, like, that's kind of the idea, is to have both of them, like both teams kind of go against each other in those jerseys. So we
Yeah.
are hopefully going to see more of that this year.
Cool.
So
Very cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we don't really have any more news here. Too early to talk about upcoming games. Goals haven't started. So I guess we're at what's quacking.
All right, sweet. So I got a couple things that
Wait for it.
Oh. Those ducks. All right.
Yeah.
So we got I got two things here for you.
Okay.
Both are pertaining to the same character. All right.
Okay.
Now, the first one, I'm not going to show you the image just yet.
Okay.
Because I want you to take a guess as to who these two characters are. All right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna share you their similarities. So both these characters, and they're movie characters, right? We're not looking like just books or anything like that. They're movie characters, popular movie characters.
Okay.
Both these characters got it on with a princess. All right.
That doesn't really narrow it down, but okay. Noted.
They both have an animal-like sidekick.
Okay.
They're both grumpy and sarcastic a lot of the time.
Okay.
They are, and they both only wanted to go about their business, but ended up becoming heroes.
Okay. So, sorry, are these two characters from like the same movie or
No.
like no? Okay.
No, they're different franchises.
Okay. So,
And I'll give you one extra. They both really like their vests.
okay. So they got it on with princesses. They are grumpy and sarcastic. Animal like sidekick.
Yep.
And they both like vests.
And they both wanted to go about their business, but ended up becoming heroes.
Okay. Well, I think the outline kind of spoiled one of them for me. So I think one of them is, and it makes sense. I probably would have come to it eventually anyways. Han Solo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, who's he compared with?
Who's he compared with? Who else is grumpy and sarcastic, like Han Solo? Got on with a princess. See, my mind is going to like Disney princes, but there's not any like famous Disney princes. It's all the princesses.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of S's and sounds. So, I don't know.
So we got one of the characters.
Yeah, and likes vests. He likes.
Okay, I'll give you one hint.
Okay.
Think animated.
Think animated. Okay. Likes vests. Animated. Fred from Scooby-Doo came to mind, but Daphne's not a princess. He's not grumpy, and he wears an ascot, not a vest.
Yeah.
So not that one. Who? Animal like sidekick. That's what I should be using because there's not a lot with like. I mean, there is actually, but animated with an animal like sidekick. Where's a vest?
Do you give up?
Is it John from Garfield?
No.
I don't know if he wears a vest.
No, he always wears a blue sweater, I think.
Oh, no, I guess Garfield is the grumpy, sarcastic one, not John.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of sarcastic. I don't know.
Can be.
Yeah. No, I can't figure it out.
All right. So the two characters that share the traits of, or the similarities of, got it with a princess, have an animal-like sidekick, are grumpy and sarcastic, and only wanted to go about their business, but ended up becoming heroes are...
Is it Shrek?
It's Shrek.
Okay.
Shrek and Han Solo,
Oh,
everybody.
Let it be noted, I said that before you brought the
Yes,
picture
you did.
up. Yes,
You did. Like right as I was clicking on it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but just like as you said, like got it on. It says "banged a princess" on here, but and
I
then
tried
just-
to keep it semi PG.
Yeah, whatever. Why?
I don't know.
And then the wanted to go about their business. Once I like made those two connections, I was like, oh, it's Shrek. There we go.
Yeah.
But that's hilarious.
There you go. Because yeah, Han Solo just wanted to get the reward, right? Like, or actually,
Yeah.
not even that first. He just wanted to, make some quick money taking old Ben and Luke to Alderaan, and then it was, oh crap, now we're on the Death Star. Oh crap, now I got to save a princess, and okay, now I just want to get out of here. And then he helped with the Death Star destruction, so and became a general in the rebellion.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
Cool. Well, did anyone else figure it out before I did? Just like screaming at their phone or their screen, like
I gotta
it's Han
wonder.
Solo and Shrek. You idiot! Let's go.
Oh, all right. I got one more thing about Han Solo before we go. I was
Okay.
laughing about this. I really like when people just like dumb down things, right? Like kind of like how I remember at one point we did like, okay, like here's the bad description of a movie plot.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
like, what's the movie kind of thing? And so I loved this kind of dumbing down of this here. Han Solo shows up on Darth Vader's Death Star hours after Alderaan was destroyed. On his ship, he carried 1. Darth Vader's son. 2. Darth Vader's daughter. 3. Darth Vader's astromech droid. 4. The protocol droid Darth Vader built as a child. 5. The Wookiee who saved Ahsoka's life, who, if you haven't watched Clone Wars, what are you doing? Get watching that. And Ahsoka was Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader's apprentice. And literal Obi-Wan Kenobi back from the dead. 6. Vader must have been who in the Mustafar was that fucker in the vest? And then something like a day later, that same dude, Han Solo, sneaks up on Darth Vader, one of the greatest pilots the galaxy has ever seen, in what is essentially a heavily modified 18-wheeler, and shoots him in the ass.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. I just imagine Obi-Wan or Darth Vader, yeah, just literally being like, who is this guy?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
The kid that blew up the Death Star. I should be wondering about the guy that took him out with the 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
Not
And-
on his like souped up Maserati or no, like, what's a fast car? I'm like his McLaren. Let's go with that.
Mhm.
Sneaked up on his McLaren in an 18-wheeler. You should be worried about that guy.
Yeah. And I mean, it's also his future son-in-law.
Yeah. How awkward would
Technically.
that have been?
Yeah, right?
The dinner in Empire Strikes Back. Well, I guess Vader didn't know either. Nobody knew that at the time that Leia was the daughter of Vader. But I just imagine that supper, if that was the case, of just like Vader like trying to intimidate and Han's just not having any of it.
Yeah. That'd be good. I realized I have a tab open here from what we talked about way at the beginning of the episode with Mason McTavish.
All right.
So this is I'll just go through the Canadians here, but this is most points at one World Junior tournament.
Oh, perfect.
And Dale McCourt in 1977 got 18 points in 7 games, along with who else could it possibly be? Go
Wayne
on.
Gretzky.
Braden Shen from 2011 got 18
Oh,
points.
you're right. I forgot about Gretzky's like 3rd or 4th on that list.
Yeah, he got 17 points in one tournament. Although, to be fair, that was only in 6 games.
Ah,
So he missed.
so
on
Gretzky
some of
would
the
have
ones.
done it.
Yeah. So, but McTavish, along with Lindros, both also had 17 to tie Gretzky. But
Jeez.
Gretzky did it in one less game.
I am excited for this kid.
Yeah. Okay. Dale McCourt is the highest point total getter for one tournament as a Canadian, but he's 9th all time out of like all countries. Take a guess at who is first all time and how many points did they get in the
And they're
7
not a
games?
Canadian.
They're not a Canadian. Let's start with country. What do you think the country is?
It's either going to be like the States or Russia or Finland.
It is none of those.
Sweden?
It is Sweden. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to go? Here, I'll give you the year. 1993. This player got a lot of fucking points in one tournament.
How old were they?
In 1993?
Yeah.
Good question. They were born in 73, so they were 20.
Oh, okay. So they would have been probably drafted in 91.
Probably.
No, when did the draft become 18?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
91.
I think, yeah.
Yep, 91. They went 6th overall, if you happen to know who went 6th overall in 91 to the
6th
Philadelphia
overall.
Flyers. And I'm telling you this because I don't think it'll help.
No, it doesn't actually help. Fuck. All right, tell me.
Actually, technically, they were 19. But
Yeah.
But almost 20. So in 7 games, this player got 7 goals, 24 assists for 31 points.
Jesus.
And it's Peter Forsberg.
Oh my God. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Which is just
Right. He
nuts.
was drafted by Philly and he got swapped for Eric Lindros because Lindros didn't want to go to the Nordiques.
Mhm.
And that's why Peter Forsberg was a Colorado Avalanche for so long, because they moved not long after.
Yep.
Right.
There you go.
Like as soon as he said the name, I was just like, oh yeah, all this, and that.
Yeah, then it makes sense, right?
Shit makes sense.
Yeah. The next closest all time was also a Swede from 93 who was 19 years old, and they got 13 goals, 11 assists for 24 points. So probably safe to say they played on the same line as Forsberg. And it's Marcus Naslund, which is a name I haven't heard in
That's a
long
name I
time.
haven't heard in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Cover athlete for NHL 2005.
Yeah. If you just want to see like some of the greatest hockey players the NHL has ever seen in like the last 40-ish years, just look up most points in a tournament, in one World Junior tournament.
Yeah.
This is quanthockey.com. And like, there's like so many names that like I've obviously heard before, but I'm like, damn, that is a name I haven't heard from a while. And then you see Trevor Zegras, and then carry on with your day. But yeah, it's nuts.
Fair enough.
Absolute madness. Last thing here, just because we're actually making pretty decent time here. This is from Allie. We have a suggestion, which if you guys have more suggestions, once again, you can fill out the Google form that'll be linked in the description to give us some feedback on our show and how we can make it better for this season. She says, you guys need to try a loat for a What's Quackin'. It's like the Southern California equivalent of poutine.
I'm looking at it right now and I'm
Me too.
100% down to try it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grilled Mexican street corn. I'm 100% down to try this.
I've got a recipe here, and it says finely crumbled cotija. Actually, it's probably Spanish, so cotija, silent J, or feta cheese, mayonnaise, sour cream, chopped cilantro, ancho or guajillo chili powder. Sorry, I'm very not Spanish, in case you couldn't tell. Garlic,
A little bit of garlic,
corn,
shucked
and
corn,
a
and
little bit of
a
lime.
lime. This is one that we'd have to do like in person together, I think, and try it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because it has to be the same batch.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Elote. Which one's that? Oh, that's how you pronounce the thing. Okay, the actual thing, yeah. And then cotija is the... Is that what I said? Probably not. Maybe that's what I said the second time.
Maybe.
Wouldn't add sour cream. Yeah, just DM us a recipe.
Yeah, please do it.
If you had it before and you know how to make it, then we'll do that at some point. So
yeah, I am so down to try this.
Yeah, I mean, I love all of these things just on their own. Well, not like on their own. I don't just like frequently eat spoonfuls of cilantro, but like I enjoy all of these things. So.
Oh, and it actually looks like pretty easy to make. Like it's just like, oh hey, like take everything except for like the corn, kind of like mix it up,
and then you just dump it on.
Like roll it in the barbecued corn.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm 100% down to try this.
I love how she sold it as Southern California poutine. Because it's not really like poutine at all. But I get the sentiment that it's just like, it's only for that specific area. And it's, yeah.
Which, like, as much as I love poutine, I do need to get to Montreal at some point in my life to try, like, genuine
like real poutine,
right?
Yeah.
So there's the one trainer at the gym I go to. He's from Montreal originally, and so he's like, if you ever go there, just like let me know, and I'll give you all the spots to go. And I'm like, yes,
please.
Make me have to work off like 10 pounds again, please.
Nah, in Montreal you can just walk everywhere. Well, not like
fair enough.
Like you can walk quite a bit, so it's like free calories because you're just like burning it off as you go.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Okay. Well, I think I think that's a great way to end the premiere episode of season 4 here. So it's very exciting to get back into it, and definitely looking forward to having some hockey to talk about come October and a little bit near the end of September here.
Yeah.
I've got a big sneeze coming, and I can feel that it's going to be nasty, so I'm trying to wrap this up before the sneeze hits.
Fair enough. Okay, quick question. Sorry, you got the keyboard working, right?
No. Well, I mean, yes, but you can't hear it, I don't think.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. I'm just trying to think of like how we're doing the outro. So.
Oh, yeah. We'll do it. We'll do it the other way because it's technical difficulties. We'll figure it out for next time. But yeah, we'll be continuing with once a week as we did in the off season, just up until the regular season actually starts or very, very close to. So keep looking for us on Wednesday evenings for our live streams. And eventually we will be recording on Sunday for posting on your favorite podcasting platform on Mondays.
Yep.
As we have forever. Subject to change based off of the results of our little survey there, but we'll see. We'll let you guys know.
That's the plan for now, at least.
Yeah. You can follow our show at Quack Report Pod, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. The Quack Report on YouTube. At HockeyPodNet is where you can follow the entire network for updates on all of your favorite teams and more hockey-related content as well. Sign up at DraftKings, promo code THPN, and buy Raycon.com/THPN to get 15% off of a pair of Raycons. Myself, I'm at Carter_Potts_97 on Twitter. POTTS is how you spell Potts. It's been a long time since I've done this, so forgetting everything. Nate, where can people contact you if they want to?
You can find me on Twitter at Tatenomas, TATENHOMAS.
Perfect. And yeah, we are the Quack Report on your favorite podcasting platform, Apple, Spotify, Google. I feel like Amazon has one of them. Thanks too, maybe.
Amazon's got it.
Yeah. Should have started this music a little earlier, but I didn't. And now we're out of things to say. So 5-star rating also on Apple Podcasts if you get to it. We'll see you guys next week.